Hello everyone. In this video, I'll be going through problem 2 from today's lecture worksheet. Please pause the lecture video here and try to complete problem 2 on your own before you continue watching the rest of the video. Let me start by marking off blocks of code. I'm going to mark off the block of code for the if condition in line number 2. Then I'm going to move on to marking off the block of code for the elif block here. As I mentioned before, it's better to mark off the blocks of code in the same level of indent before you proceed to marking off blocks of code within the next level of indent. So I'm going to mark off the else block here next. After that, I'm going to move on to marking off blocks which are at the next level of indent. So the next level of indent is going to be the if condition within the if condition. So I'm going to mark off the print function call there. Let's mark off the corresponding else block. After that, we are going to mark off the if condition block within the elif block. Then you have the else within the elif block, and that will be it for marking off the blocks. Let's get started with tracing here. X has an initial value of -x. The first Boolean expression is checking if x is greater than 0. So that's going to evaluate to false. So you can totally not worry about the block of code, which is the if block of code here. Whenever a condition evaluates to false, you're simply going to move on to evaluating the next condition, which is part of the same conditional. The way conditional evaluation works is that you'll start with the if condition evaluation, and as long as the conditions keep evaluating to false, you'll just keep moving on to the next conditions. If a particular condition evaluates to true, then that will be the branch that you'll be executing. So you'll be executing exactly one branch if you have an else. If you don't have an else, it could be possible that you don't have to execute any of the branches. Let's look at the elif condition here. The elif condition here says x is less than 0. X is initialized to -6. So this particular Boolean expression evaluates to true, and this block of code is the one that's going to get executed. So you can completely ignore the else branch here because you've already identified the branch where the condition evaluates to true. Let's look at the lines of code within the elif block. We are saying x equal to -x. So x is now going to be 6. The next condition is checking if x mod 2 equal to 0. Since x is 6, x mod 2 is equal to 0. So that condition will evaluate to true. So the output that you're going to get is negative and even. So that will be it for today's lecture. I'll encourage all of you to go through problem number 3 on your own. I'll be going through problem number 3 at the beginning of the next lecture.